Back at Salem Memorial Ballpark in Salem, Virginia, Dickinson leads Roanoke 5-3. Your new pitcher for the Maroons is number 23, Thomas Burgess, a 6'4" right-hander, a sophomore from Leesburg, Virginia, Heritage High School. Burgess has appeared in 2 games this year for the Maroons. He'll face the leadoff hitter for Dickinson, Kenny Tagliarini. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Lays down the bunt, a beauty right down the third base line. Scavone comes out and Tagliarini beats it. Scavone couldn't have done anything else. He got to the ball quickly, fired a shot to first base, but the speedy shortstop beats it out for a base hit. It closes the line on the starting pitcher, Mason Roy. He goes 3 innings, allows 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, and a strikeout, and he hands it over to the right-hander Burgess. Nathan Bowman at the plate now, 0 for 2 so far for the Red Devils. Takes that curve for a strike. Got to watch Tagliarini at first base. He's stolen 3 bases. He's 3 for 4 this season in steals. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it off to send the count to 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nice curve by Burgess, and he gets the first out of the inning. Sends up the big lefty, Caden Sigmund. The DH has doubled and walked, scored a run. Throw over to first, trickles away from McKeever, but not far enough for Tagliarini to take off. Runner takes off. It's right back up the middle, off the pitcher's leg. Wall's able to corral the ball, but unfortunately it hit Burgess in the leg. If it doesn't, if it gets through, you've got the second baseman and shortstop already at the bag covering the runner, and it would have been an easy play to first base, but instead it hits the pitcher. It's a base hit, and now the Red Devils have runners on first and second. Brings up your cleanup hitter, Matt Torres. Singled and reached on a fielder's choice. He's scored 2 runs, knocked in a run today. That curve finds the inside half of the plate for strike 1. Pickoff play at second. Tagliarini was just a step off the bag. He gets back easily. That pitch sails outside. One the count, and another throw back to the bag. Tagliarini just not getting that big of a lead. With this speed, he's probably going to score easily on anything to the outfield. Lay down the bunt down the third base line. It's a good one. The third baseman comes in and slips. Giordano fielded the ball, but slipped on the wet grass. Everybody's safe, and the bases are loaded. We'll see how they score that. It'll probably be a base hit for Torres. But that loads the bases for the catcher, Ryan Thompson. He's 2 for 2. Single and a double. He scored a run. He's knocked in a run. Some bad luck this inning for the Maroons, as he grounds that one foul. You had the ground ball up the middle that would have been fielded by Wall, but it hit the leg of Burgess as he couldn't get out of the way. That allowed Sigmund to reach base. And then there on the bunt, Giordano came in to make the play, but as soon as he picked the ball up, he slipped on the wet grass. This is sliced down the left field line. Falls foul. The Maroons may have had 2 outs. Instead, it's 2 hits for the Red Devils, and they've got the bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. Oh, 2 to the junior catcher. He sends it into left center field. The left fielder Steens races over to make the catch. The runner from third tags, as does the runner from second. So they get a run, but the Maroons record an out in left field. Tagliarini scores the run. Sigmund advances to third. The runner on first, Torres, stays put. So 2 outs, top of the 4th. Dickinson has runners on first and second for the first baseman, Christian Kim. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to the right fielder his last at-bat. Runner on first takes off. The throw down. They've got him in a rundown. The throw gets through, though. The second baseman couldn't handle the throw. The runner was trying to get in a rundown to allow the run to score, but unfortunately, Torres was hanging out, and then the second baseman for Roanoke just couldn't handle it. Coogan, the throw got under his glove, trickled into center field. It allows the run to score, and Torres advanced to second. 7-3 now, Dickinson with the lead. 1-0 the count. That pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. That pitch gets away from Scavone. The runner takes off for third, and he gets there safely. Two on the count to the Red Devils' first baseman. Runner on third, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. That curveball grounded back up the middle. Walls got it, fires to first to end the inning. Dickinson tacks on 2 more. It's 7-3 Red Devils as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the fifth, Burgess stays on the mound for the Maroons. Leading off is the left fielder, Josh Markley. He's doubled and tripled in this game, knocked in 2 runs. Takes that pitch high. Bonson stays in the game to play right field. That ball is sent down the right field line. It's going to sail foul. Ground ball, a diving play by Giordano. Tries to fire it to first, will not be in time. Had trouble getting to his feet and just threw it as hard as he could. It bounced a couple times, and Markley beats it out. Should be a base hit. Nice play by Giordano there to make the stop and try to get to his feet and make the throw. Markley's got a little bit of speed, though, so he beats it out. Base hit, and now Pasenchik comes up. Pasenchik has been hit by a pitch, scored a run, and walked. Takes that first pitch high. Throw over to keep the runner honest. Markley dives back safely. Pitches outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. That curveball stays inside. Now 3-0. Oh, now we've got a little conversation between the manager, Ulrich, and he gets tossed. Didn't take long. The home plate umpire doesn't like the arguing over balls and strikes, and Zach's going to let him know. He does get the rest of Sunday afternoon off. So the frustration mounting for the Roanoke manager. He gets run by the home plate umpire. And now the catcher goes out to the mound. Scavone talking to Burgess. 3-0 the count. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the top of the fifth. .30 pitch, that's poured in there for a strike. You know, I know Zach, when he was younger, would go to games at Camden Yards up in Baltimore. And I figured if you're going to get tossed, at least go Earl Weaver and get your money's worth. That time Zach came out there and clearly either said something that the ump didn't like or just the fact he was arguing balls and strikes. And the home plate umpire didn't listen very long and didn't take very much as Pasenchik swings and misses for, he gets a piece of that one, actually fouls it off, strike 2. Whatever he said, he quickly made his point to the umpire. 3-2 now, the count runs full to Pasenchik. That pitch is inside, ball 4. So Pasenchik will head to first, Markley to second. No action in the Roanoke bullpen here in the top of the 5th. We'll have a pinch hitter for Ryan O'Connor. Ethan Sodal will hit. Sodal to bat for O'Connor. Sodal, just 4 at-bats this year. He's 2 for 4. The sophomore from Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, gets an opportunity here with 2 on, nobody out. That pitch is skied into short left field. The shortstop Wall is back, and he makes the catch for the first out. Had a lot of height, not a lot of distance. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. It brings up the leadoff hitter, Tagliarini. Tagliarini 1 for 2. An RBI sacrifice fly in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 4th. An opportunity here with 2 on and 1 down in the top of the 5th. Takes that outside for a ball. That curve dives low, 2-0. Do have some movement now in the Roanoke bullpen as some people beginning to stretch out. That pitch finds the strike zone. 2-1 the count to the Red Devil shortstop. That pitch sent out to center field. Prince racing into left center, makes the catch. The runner on second tags. Here comes the throw. He'll beat it. Gets into third safely, so Markley advances to third on the fly out to center by Tagliarini. Runner on first, Pasenchik, stays put. 2 down now here in the top of the 5th. It brings up Nathan Bowman, the Red Devil center fielder. 0 for 3 so far, struck out his last at-bat. Has an opportunity here, though, with runners on the corners and 2 down. A base hit will score a run for Dickinson. Runner on first takes off as the pitch is fouled out of play. Pasenchik not showing signs of doing what Torres did last inning and stopping between first and second in order to try to force a rundown and get the runner from third to score. That time that was a straight steal. Doesn't take off this time as Bowman swings through the pitch. Oh, 2 the count to the Red Devil center fielder. Burgess trying to work out of it as he throws over to first. Runner takes off, but the swing and the miss doesn't matter. Burgess holds Dickinson scoreless for the first inning this game. At the end of 4.5, the Red Devils still lead it 7-3. Top of the 6th here at Salem Memorial Ballpark in Salem, Virginia, the home field for the Roanoke College Maroons. Dickinson looking for the 3-game sweep. They lead Roanoke 7-3 here. Leading off the top of the 6th will be the DH, Caden Sigmund. 2 for 2 with a double, a single, 2 runs scored. He's also walked. Takes that Burgess pitch for a strike. Burgess entering his 3rd inning of work. Gave up 2 in the 4th, but threw a scoreless 5th and gets a swing and a miss there. Roanoke would like to get a few more innings out of Mr. Burgess, try to save that bullpen that got taxed yesterday in the doubleheader. 6 pitchers in the nightcap yesterday. Ground ball out to second. Picked cleanly. Thrown to first for the out. 1 down here in the 6th. Coogan making the routine play there. Brings up the second baseman, Matt Torres. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Takes a curveball outside for ball 1. Pitch finds a strike zone, 1-1. Told you that Roanoke is at home all week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They'll host Centenary out of New Jersey. All 3 games at 4 o'clock here at Salem Memorial Ballpark. You can watch and listen right here on the stream you're listening to right now and watching. 1-2 the count to Torres. Ball's a little inside. They also have a doubleheader next Saturday. The Maroons host Eastern Mennonite as they open up ODAC play. So a busy week for the Maroons. 3 games this weekend, 3 games during the week, and 2 games next weekend. Pitch is taken for a ball. Runs the count full, 3-2. Swing and a miss. Burgess gets the strikeout. Nice fastball there to get the K. Catcher Thompson coming to the plate, 2 for 3 today, has a single and a double. He's scored twice and knocked in a run. Catches a slight piece of that one for strike 1. I don't want to pull the announcer jinx here, but this would be the first 3-up, 3-down inning for the Maroons. Nice curveball for a strike, 1-2, and it looks like Burgess has gotten himself into a little bit of rhythm. The end of that last inning got excited with the strikeout of Bowman, and since then, he's been throwing strikes, and that is sent into center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit. See what I just did there? Prince picks it up on a hop. Thompson gets the single. Every Roanoke fan now watching and listening, cussing my name. That's okay. So Thompson's on base for the 3rd time. It brings up the first baseman, Christian Kim. See, it's one of those things, when you think about it, you should hold on to it until it actually happens. And then you could say, I waited last inning. I didn't say that they hadn't given up a run yet until they got out of the inning. Then I said that was the first inning they hadn't given up a run. So if I had waited, Thompson might have gotten out and it would have been the first 3-up, 3-down inning. Anyway, the strike on the first pitch to Kim. It's 0-1. Runner takes off, and Kim hits behind the runner, singles into right field. Thompson will take off for 3rd. So now 1st and 3rd with 2 down here in the 6th. It'll bring up Josh Markley, the left fielder for Dickinson's had himself a day. He's 3 for 3. He's knocked in 2 runs. He's got a single, a double, and a triple. And I'm not going to say it. Two down here in the top of the 6th. Nice hit and run there, though, by the Red Devils there. The runner took off, the second baseman vacated the area, and Kim did a nice job of hitting behind the runner into right field. As that pitch is taken for strike 1. Token throw over to first base. Kim was standing on the bag as the throw came over. That pitch poured in there for a strike. Again, Burgess is throwing well. He's given up 2 hits, but he's throwing strikes. The curveball looks good. Pitch sails a little outside. The runner takes off for second. The throw is bobbled by Wall. Throw come home now, and they've got the runner. So the Maroons execute perfectly. Kim took off trying to bait the throw. They got it. Wall came up, grabbed the throw out of the air, and threw it to home for the out. So second straight scoreless inning for the Maroons. Dickinson leads at 7-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th, Thomas Burgess remains on the mound for the Maroons. Has pitched well as he enters his 4th inning of work. Leading off for Dickinson will be the left fielder Josh Markley, who was at the plate when the Red Devils tried the double steal, and Roanoke executed it perfectly and threw the runner out at home. So Markley gets a reset on the count. He lifts that one into center field. Prince racing in, the second baseman racing out, and Coogan grabs it. As he falls down, Coogan hustled out there to catch it. And now I can say what I was going to say. Markley a home run shy of the cycle. I didn't want to say it while there were 2 guys on last inning because that could have been bad. But he skies out to the second baseman for the first out of the 7th. Pasenchik, the right fielder at the plate. He's been on base all 3 times. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. He scored a run. Squares to bunt and takes that curve for a strike. Fastball. Looked like it had the plate. Burgess shakes his head. Must have been a little high. This is the reason that Nate got thrown out of the game, or Zach got thrown out of the game. Questioning balls and strikes. That fastball a little inside. A couple innings ago, the Roanoke manager, Zach Ulrich, got tossed for questioning balls and strikes. Beautiful curve, bends in there for strike 2. 2-2 the count to Pasenchik. Swing and a miss, might have got a piece of it, but caught by the catcher, and that's a strikeout. So Pasenchik goes down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down for Burgess in the 7th here. That'll bring up Ethan Sodal. He took over for Ryan O'Connor as he batted in the 5th inning. He flew out to the third baseman, the shortstop. Takes that curve for a strike. No movement in that Roanoke bullpen. Burgess has looked good. This is his 4th inning of work. That curve in there for a strike as well. 0-2 the count. You're going to see some excitement from this young man if he gets another strikeout here. He's been pumped up the last couple innings coming off the mound. Check swing. They say he went strike 3. Burgess pumped up. 4 innings looking good. Roanoke still trails, though, 7-3 heading to the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 8th here at Salem Memorial Ballpark in Salem, Virginia. The Red Devils a 7-3 lead over the Maroons. Thomas Burgess back out for his 5th inning of work. He'll face the Red Devils leadoff hitter, shortstop Tagliarini. Tagliarini, 1 for 3, has a sac fly and an RBI, a single and a run scored. That pitch is inside as well. 2-0 the count. That pitch finds the strike zone. 2-1 the count. Pitch does not find the strike zone. So 3-1 the count now. Ground ball out to second. Coogan's got it. Fires it to first to get the out. Now playing first base for the Maroons, Nate Chown in the game. 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Hitting for Dickinson will be Johnny Bruno. Bruno to hit for Bowman. Bowman 0 for 4, struck out his last 2 times at the plate. Fouls that one straight back. Bruno, a sophomore from Rumson, New Jersey, has played in 2 games this year, 0 for 5. That curveball, little outside. Ciccovoni tried to steal the pitch. Doesn't get it from the home plate ump. That pitch fouled back. 2-2 the count. Curveball, check swing. He went. The home plate ump rings him up. Burgess gets the strikeout. 2 up, 2 down here in the 8th. Sigmund now coming to the plate, the DH. He's doubled, walked, singled, and grounded out. Scored 2 runs. That curveball, strike one. Jams him on a fastball, grounded foul. Makes it 0-2 the count. Two outs here in the top of the eighth. Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-2. Inside to even the count at 2-2. Outfield playing Sigmund to pull, the center fielder shaded over to right center. Right fielder playing towards the line. That pitch is smoked to the first baseman. Nice play. Throw, and the pitcher can't handle the throw. It was a little low. Chown threw it low to the Burgess covering, and on the run he couldn't handle it, so we'll see how that's scored, but Sigmund reaches first base. They'll charge an error, so he reaches on the error. Now Matt Torres comes to the plate. The Dickinson cleanup hitter, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI today. Struck out his last at-bat. That curveball's in there for a strike. Runner takes off, and it's fouled back. Little hit and run there, and Torres sends it to the screen to make it 0-2. That pitch is belted into left center field. Prince on the run, runs it down on the warning track. Thomas Burgess doing just what the Maroons needed, coming in and shutting down the Red Devils' offense. We head to the bottom of the eighth. Dickinson still with the lead, 7-3. Top of the ninth here in Salem. Dickinson leading Roanoke College 7-5. Thomas Burgess stays in the game. This will be his 6th inning of work for Roanoke. Gave up 2 in the 4th. Since then, he's thrown 4 scoreless frames. He'll face the catcher Ryan Thompson to lead off the ninth here. Thompson, 3 for 4. 2 RBIs and a run scored in this one so far. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Curveball dives in low, 1-1 the count. That's a little high. 2-1 now to the Dickinson catcher. That fastball. Grounded to second base. Coogan can't handle it. It bounces into center field. Tried to make a sliding play heading towards second base. Ball took a hop on him, and we'll see if they roll it a hit or an error. Probably a base hit. They do that, so Thompson has his 4th hit of the game. And he's on at first base. Brings up Christian Kim, the first baseman. 1 for 4 in this one. Squares to bunt. Takes it for a ball. That would have been a really tough play by Coogan there, trying to slide and make that play. So a base hit. An easy rolling there. He offers at that one. Actually tipped it a little bit, so a strike. 1-1 the count to the Red Devil first baseman. Do have some action in the Roanoke bullpen. Just light tossing right now. Curveball ripped foul. Giordano probably had his life flash before his eyes. He was coming in to play the bunt, and Kim swung away and ripped it right down the line. Now 1-2 the count. Giordano can back up. Most likely not a bunt here. Skies it to center field. Prince has it tracked down and makes the catch, and the runner returns to first base. That'll bring up Josh Markley, the left fielder. 3 for 4 in this one. Has a single, double, and triple. He's knocked in 2. 1 down here in the top of the 9th. Runner gets back safely on the throw to first base. Pitch lined into right field for a base hit just by the first baseman who was protecting the bag. Throw gets in, but now it's first and second for the Red Devils. 4th hit of the game for Josh Markley. His first start of the season, and proving his manager wise as he's 4 for 5. It'll bring up the right fielder, Prosenchik. He's reached base 3 times, twice on a walk, once hit by pitch. He scored a run. He did strike out his last at-bat. 1 down, top of the 9th. Red Devils up by 2 with 2 on. That curveball is in there for a strike. Both corners playing in a little bit. Curious to see if the bunt's going to be on here. Chown in on the grass. Giordano as well. That pitch is ripped into right center field for a base hit. Runner on second comes around. He's going to score. Runner races to third. Prosenchik goes into second. He's out. So Prosenchik is out trying to get a double. The run does score. Thompson scores. Prosenchik has got a single and then out going to second base. Markley advances all the way to third. So Prosenchik does his job by getting an insurance run. But the out at second base, so now 2 down Runner on third for the third baseman, Sodal. He's popped out and struck out. Pitch a little bit high for a ball. 8-5 now. Dickinson with the lead. A big insurance run for the Red Devils after Roanoke scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th. That curve dives in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice curve that dove outside for a strike. 1-2 now as Burgess tries to get out of it, finishing his 6th inning of relief. Swing and a miss. Tell you what, Thomas Burgess has done yeoman's work coming out of the bullpen. He goes 6 innings. Allows a couple runs, but he's kept the Maroons in this one. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Roanoke trails 8-5.